Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today I am channeling a message from Arcturus, the Arcturian collective, and I'm just going to see what messages come through today. So, please take a deep breath and draw your energy up your spine. As you exhale, allow yourself to come into clear knowing which group has a message in it for you today. We have group number 1 on the left, group number 2 in the center, and group number 3 on the right. Thank you so much for being here, and as always, the timestamps will be listed below in the description box, as well as any other information you might want from me. Thank you so very much for being here. I love you with my entire heart, and I will see you at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, group number 1, namaste, and thank you so much for being here today. You selected the first group with the Dance with Ganesh card, Remover of Obstacles. Give yourself over to joy and your life will flow. This is also number 31, and as we know, Ganesh is represented by in this card 4, but traditionally 6, I guess, 6-legged elephant. Oh, that was my bad. Oh, perception. Perception is key here. There is an indication that something is missing from your life, but you already have all of the pieces that you seek. There's an indication that you are putting information together, old information that you have already learned, but you are finding a new way to apply it into your life. There's an indication where you are realizing why you learned something in the past. Now it's time that you act on this and create something that has your best interest at heart. You're going to notice some old people, old themes, old lessons coming back around, but a lot of these are going to be very tangible, okay? And there's an indication as well that you're going to be receiving more than you are giving, okay? But it might look the other way around. So there's an indication to keep an eye out for blessings and to know that there's a little more than meets the eye, okay? Your intuition is very grounded at this time, which is great. And so expect a lot of tactical explanations. You might be finding that certain things you learned way back in chemistry or physics class are starting to make sense. You might notice that your intuition is telling you a lot about physical situations. Hey, turn right. Hey, turn left. Hey, this person is doing this right now. As opposed to more spiritual, cosmic knowledge. Now, they'd like to remind you that there is neither right nor wrong and that both need to coexist. So, you are understanding the cosmos by learning science. You are understanding science by learning the cosmos. There's an indication here that something that you have already learned, you are reapproaching, and you're putting the cherry on top here. There's also an indication here that you have a stroke of great luck coming your way. The Arcturian collective wants you to follow what makes you happy and follow this as though it were your rationality. This should be your rationality. Find what disaligns, allow it to be removed from your life. There's an indication that things are going to start overflowing from your life, and this is going to feel good. Allow this to happen, allow this to take place. There's definitely an indication that there might be love coming into your life. Now, this can be romantic love, platonic love, divine love, familial love, any type of love. This can be self-love, but there is certainly some sort of love coming into your life. Okay, I'm hearing 2 parts become whole. Okay, so this can be, Wheel of Fortune literally flopped out. Okay, so this can be science and spirituality. Okay, this can be rationality and ethereality. Okay, this can be perhaps a culmination point on a journey, if you resonate with being on a journey similar to that. Okay, this can have to do with just connecting with a very special friend or family member or something like this. But there's definitely a 2 of Cups vibe coming out here, and everything that is not this is being removed. There's the High Priestess showing her face at the back of the deck. The Wheel of Fate is letting me know with the High Priestess, this is where it's time to stop. This is the highest vibrational message that they wish to share with you today. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. You are healing from a past deception. They're telling me to move these, put them to the right, okay? You're healing from a past deception when it comes to a particular truth that you know. Okay, you've been deceived when it comes to this truth in a particular way. I'm hearing it was for your best interest, okay? That you were given a particular piece of information. Okay, it was neither right nor wrong. It was just lacking polarity. Okay, there's an indication where the sky is blue, the sky is also clear. Okay, have fun with that information. It's kind of the vibration that's coming out here. Arcturus wants you to know that it's time that the truth be revealed to you, again, in its fullness. Okay, there's something here about a culmination point and the timing that you're seeing this message. Okay, they're saying that they slid this in just at the right time, but they had been waiting for lightning to strike, okay? Now, it's interesting. They had me remove this so that I can understand what's going on, but there's also an indication that there's something here that wants to be birthed because of this. Okay, so you might be taking creative inspiration from whatever this is that you correctly mislabeled or incorrectly labeled or something like this, okay? There's an indication. I'm hearing potato, okay? So you'll understand whatever the situation calls for. Arcturus wants you to know that there is a higher vibrational version of this energy that is entering your life as we speak. That's also part of the reason why this timing needed to be so precise. Your intuition has been picking up on it. Notice that Ganesh is looking to the left and his hand is open to receive. It is his giving side, but as we look at this, Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, so he is actually sending his energy towards your receptive side. And the High Priestess, her eyes are closed, and she's intuitively being led by the Triple Moon Goddess, okay, Hecate, or perhaps the Three Fates, to point to the right, okay? You know which action to take. And something is important about the nighttime, okay? You might be waking up, you might be pulling an all-nighter. You could be waking up at those pivotal moments when the veil is very thin. Now, you also have Justice at the back of the deck. Now, everything happens the way that it's supposed to, and you already know this, and you already have a full picture understanding and view of what this is. You've culminated a cycle, you've closed out this chapter, and you have the big picture view of why things went the way that they did. Now, we have 2 and 11, but if we look at this, we have 1, 1, 1, 1, okay? Now, this is important because this indicates mutual self-realization, okay? Balancing of the scales, divine justice. There's something that you now see why something happened a certain way. You're stepping out of this cycle. So there's a question of now what? Well, you already had the answer. You already knew what it was. You're guided away from it so that you can learn the lesson that would bring you exactly back to it. That is what you're learning right now. Oh, I meant to change decks, but I did this on accident. Something about your automatic response. Try to make it a little more conscious, okay? Whenever this comes up, okay, there's a difference now between what the response you'd automatically go to is and what the response you will go to this time is, because you're more conscious, you're more present, you're more tapped in with truth, divine truth, analytical truth, and you put yourself first, self-love. You have better boundaries, okay? Page of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Do expect a new beginning, okay? And it's going to be something that is presented to you larger than you would have expected it to come towards you in, okay? Because the obstacles have been removed, there's going to be this indication where things are accidentally too big, but there are no accidents in the universe. By accidentally too big, they mean that because, oh, the Chariot, okay. Because there are no energies acting as an obstacle, the amount of force that would have been used in order to get from point A to point B, or through B to point C, more accurately, okay, B has now been removed. So the amount of force that it would have taken to press through B has now been removed. So it's going to show up larger, bigger, faster, okay, from A to C, okay? We have the Chariot, we have the 10 of Pentacles, 31 is showing up again, number 4, putting yourself first, allowing yourself to be comfortable where you are and opening up that heart chakra, that anahata, okay? Equal giving and receiving. Chariot, 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Star, beautiful. This is going to be something, dare I say manifestation, but something that you have wanted for a very long time coming into your life, okay? You are being prepared for this in more ways than one, and you're very much aware of all of these factors. This is a culmination point in your life, and you're very much aware of this as well. There's an indication that you've received some sort of communication or intuitive download recently about the fact that there's a possibility for this to occur. You might be looking into statistics. You might be looking into scientific probabilities. You might be looking into spiritual laws of the universe. You might be looking into inwardly, okay, and asking your intuition, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, yes, they're sure. There's a reason that you've needed to put all of this work in and balance these energies. Like you have 44, mastery to the extent of being able to teach, also finding a good teacher, being a good teacher, finding a guru. Okay, 44 is ruled by Jupiter, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Now, we also have 4 and 10. This is maternal and paternal. This is feminine and masculine. This is home. This is public, okay? This is literally counteracting energies with Judgment, balancing the scales, divine judgment, okay? Divine judgment to speak the truth, okay? What is that truth that was kind of beneath the surface and everybody knew it, but nobody said it in the situation, okay? Arcturus wants you to know that there's a reason that this is occurring in your life right now, and it will be very tactical, very trackable as well. So take it for face value. Also, I'm hearing the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And tap in with your soul star chakra. Okay, this will have more answers for you here. We have the 10 of Cups at the back of the deck. Surprise, surprise with this reading. Things are going to be looking a little bit too good. Allow yourself to soak it up. Arcturus is saying that everything needs to happen for a reason. Everything is perfectly divinely coded in the universe. And if you are given, they're saying again, okay, so I don't know your life, but again, if you are given another opportunity of perfect divine synchronicity, perfect divine bliss, perfect manifestation showing up in your lap exactly the way you would have wanted it to, everything just working out a little too good in your favor, allow yourself to enjoy that moment. It's very impressive, the amount of work that you've done. Arcturus is saying, okay, over the past year, I'm hearing year 4 or 5, okay? And we have remover of obstacles. You have done the work to remove obstacles from your own life, and when things were removed from your life, you surrendered to the divine. You're being rewarded for this now. You're going to notice that your heart chakra starts opening. They're showing me the channel between your solar plexus and your throat chakra on the left side, the receiving side, okay? You're going to be feeling more confident. People are going to be telling you reasons you should be more confident. You're going to be hearing more of what you want to hear. You're going to be learning things that you want to learn. You're going to be feeling valued, appreciated. Like people, places, things, situations, they're very grateful for you. And this is an opportunity for you where you're going to feel like it's a bit out of balance because you have been healing from this energy of things deceiving you, but you've been able to grow from this 3 in the middle. You've been able to find the commonality here, this networking, okay? The 3 that's unseen. Now, this is also an 11, okay? This is the shadow element of 11. This is going within and doing shadow work. The dark side of 11. Okay, I'm also hearing the dark side of the moon, but they're showing me specifically a prism, so that Pink Floyd album could be significant. They're showing me somebody just laying on their back, staring at the ceiling, listening to music. Okay, some of you channel messages through music as well. Arcturus is saying that you have a knack for things that are very practical, very tactical, and your ability to not let your own emotions sway your data and to even utilize your own emotions and experience as data is quite impressive. So they would like to challenge you to identify this fulfillment, this chapter, this moment of purity, of entire fulfillment, of judgment being in your favor, this truth, your truth being manifested in front of your life in a way that opens up your heart, gives you a new emotional and intuitive beginning towards exactly what you want from a healed perspective. Analytically, this makes sense. The data backs this up. Take a look at this from a place of analytical data. Okay, we have 10-10. You've closed out several chapters. Emotionally, you've matured. Okay, subconsciously, you have grown. You've become more aware. You've become more present. Okay, you put the work in. You've done a lot of work. You restricted yourself when you needed to restrict yourself. You showed up when you needed to show up. You put the work in. Now, the 2 10 cards that are positive showed up. The 2 that are negative did not. You have released these energies through this shadow element of 11 wound. Okay, through doing your shadow work when it was asked of you, when it was required of you, and even when it was not. Okay, they see this, they recognize this, and there's an indication that perhaps your dreams have been a little bit testy recently, but this is in order to make you wake up feeling more present, feeling more grateful, so that you can feel this way in the present moment while this happens. You're going to start noticing that everything happens exactly the way that it's supposed to for a reason. You already know this, but you're going to start noticing exactly the way things have been lining up. It's going to be a little bit too perfect, and this hyper-perfection is just the beginning, okay? They're saying this is just the beginning of what we can do. Okay, if you have some sort of memory that is from, they're showing me specifically a past life memory or a recurring dream or nightmare that you had when you were a child or just throughout the course of your life, or again, a past life memory or something like this. Again, they're saying tap into that soul star chakra. You're going to be understanding the reason, the rhyme and the reason for this particular event, this particular energy. They're saying it's very real, it's too real, okay? And then you're going to start picking up on the synchronicities, not only in your life, but in this situation that represent the antithesis of this wounding type of energy. Okay, say this is a recurring nightmare where you're constantly chased by like dogs, or you're constantly something happens that's difficult. Okay, whatever the opposite of this energy would be in a healed sense, you're going to notice that this is a sign or a symbol that is coded all over your world to let you know that you are there now. Okay, it's going to be just adjacent to this. You'll be able to pick it up. You're going to be able to identify it, and this will be specific for each and every one of you. But Arcturus is saying that you will know what it is. You already do. And your ability to express this and to implement what you're learning from this on a larger scale, from a soul perspective, not just in your day-to-day life, but from your soul, these memories that your consciousness has accrued and acquired, you've been able to implement these lessons throughout your day-to-day life in a way that's even larger than your current understanding, and you have a pretty large understanding of it. So this is very impressive, very beautiful. That's why all of these things are these cards are just flipping out. They're beautiful cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Chariot and Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups. These are honestly all of the best cards in the deck for the most part. There's an indication that luck is you're going to be hitting a lucky streak, but analytically, these are facts, okay? Analytically, this is going to make sense. It's going to track. Don't second guess it. Don't allow yourself to get all caught up in stormy weather, okay? That's not your tendency, so don't slide in there, okay? Allow yourself to be what you've grown into fully, because that is exactly why you're here. Absorbing energy. Okay, they're literally saying absorb this energy when it comes towards you. Okay, you've earned this. And this is going to deepen your faith in the universe, which is going to heighten your abilities too. There's an indication that you've recently come into some new psychic or spiritual gifts or abilities or something. This can be a manifestation skill. This can be an energy healing skill. This can be some sort of psychic ability. Okay, there's an indication that you're tapping into this moment and allowing yourself to fully experience it is going to strengthen your faith. It's going to give you, there's that more confidence. Okay, what did we say? The confidence that it's safe to absorb this, the confidence that you've earned this, and the confidence this will give you in the universe to show up, okay, when you've done the work. Now, what did I say earlier about the solar plexus, the heart, and the throat chakra? We have confidence here, earned success, and we also have the throat and the heart chakra here. And we have all light cards. There are so many different color cards that I put in this deck. This is my Follow Your Heart Oracle, by the way. See? There's so many different colors, okay? Now, Arcturus wants you to know that you have completed the video game. You completed all of the levels. You completed level hard, okay? Now you get to utilize all of the tools that you've acquired through playing all the way through level hard, and you get to go play easy with all of the fancy equipment, all of the fancy tools. That's what they're saying, okay? Now, you might have a tendency to want to start something new right now, and this is encouraged. In fact, this is very don't give away your blessings. You can share them, but this is going to represent the beginning of a new chapter for you. And again, they're saying this is just the beginning. So they challenge you to challenge the universe to bring it on. And Arcturus is saying that you have more than done the work. You can more than find rational reasons to explain exactly what's happening to you, exactly how this happened, exactly what the statistics behind this happening for you are. But in the spur of the moment, during the actual event, while this actual thing happens, be still, be calm, be grateful, allow yourself to be as present as possible, and allow yourself to feel the full depths of everything that's going on. Whatever this is that you're tapping into, this is going to be the new permanent chapter of your life. There's an indication that you may have quantum leaped or timeline jumped in a larger manner a while ago, okay? Every energy that we take on, every decision that we make on a day-to-day basis is a very mild shift in timelines, okay? But there's a large jump that you've made a while back, they're showing me, okay? And as you did this, you set one particular intention, okay? But there was so much work that you needed to do on yourself to become that version of yourself. There was so much work you needed to do in order to put yourself in that time, in that place, on that timeline, in that version of you, to have everything in just the right exact spot and be in just the right exact energy, okay? Now, you've been on that timeline for a while. You're very much aware of it. It required extra healing. It required extra vigilance and extra work. You did the work. You showed up. Now this moment is here. And you almost forgot that you had manifested this. Now they're showing me doing perhaps a bathtub ritual. Okay, you may have been like timeline hopping using a bath to quantum leap. Okay, you may have also been manifesting using the water in the bath. Okay, you may have also been speaking into your bath, or maybe doing a past life regression using water or something like this. They're showing me a very particular memory that you should have, or something relating to water that's very important here. They're also saying overseas. Okay, so that can be significant as well. You're being given an opportunity, I'm hearing, to show them what you've got, show them what you're made of, okay? And there's an indication as well that your daily routine is going to change. Your day-to-day life is about to change as a direct result of you doing the work, which will have the direct result of this situation occurring, this event occurring, which has the direct result of your day-to-day life changing. But everything is in your favor. Everything is exactly the way that you would have set it up to. And you are the one that laid this foundation, okay? Arcturus wants you to know that you're the one that put these pieces into play, and with the help of the universe and with the help of the Arcturian collective. Okay, they're also saying shout out to the Pleiades as well. There is a huge indication here. We did get the star card, which indicates the Pleiadian constellation, and this is at the back of the deck too. I am channeling Arcturus today, but they're saying that the two have intertwined your fate. The two have come together in order to help you become, I'm hearing, the best superstar version of yourself that you can. Okay, take that however it is, with your mind, with your business, with your heart, with your psychic abilities. However, you have become a superstar leveled up version of yourself. Okay, you have completed the hardest level of the video game. You've acquired all of the fancy tools. Now you have an opportunity to walk through level 1 with all of the fancy tools. Okay, now you have earned this. Don't think that you haven't. When this happens, it is because you set this in motion. Okay, you have set this in motion. You have done the work in order to allow this to be the case. Now you're receiving the reward. This is fair, this is equal, this is balanced, this is trackable. Okay, take this as data. Enjoy the moment. Let yourself tap into your emotions, not so much that you get swept away. They're saying like last time, so whatever that means. And know that all of the obstacles have been removed from your path. So this will be a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit faster than you may have been anticipating, whatever this manifestation was. Okay, they're showing me yeah, okay, again, they're showing that analogy. See, if A has to have a little more pressure in order to move through the obstacle of B and to get to C, but B is removed and they still have that force, okay, that velocity is going to hit C a lot faster, a lot harder, a lot bigger. Okay, and that is kind of what's going on here. They're saying event horizon, okay, literally. So you're going to be coming up on a very significant event horizon. Okay, just trust the process. You may have been experiencing a bit of chaos recently, and this tracks as well. Okay, this is the chaos before the event horizon. Okay, again, trackable. Well, the chaos in the event horizon, which will lead you to a singularity, the current moment. Okay, now this is going to bring a lot of changes into your life, and at this point, they want you to go with the flow. This is why they're working with the Pleiades, because Arcturus needed to make sure that you had everything ready to go. You had the data, everything was on the right angle, everything was going according to plan, everything is rational. Oh my gosh, everything is rational. You can rationalize everything that's going on. Now, they're going to be passing you over to the Pleiades in a sense of your emotional fulfillment in this next chapter, okay? They will still be there to guide you, but they want you to know that there's an indication that they have been working with you behind the scenes a lot, and the Pleiades have been helping you with your emotions, but they were able to create a trackable, plausible plan and help you align yourself accordingly. Arcturus is a little bit more scientific, they're a little bit more linear. Pleiades is a little bit more ethereal, they're a little bit more emotional, okay? So this is what they're going to be asking for their intercession with, okay? And they're going to be both helping you out still, but when this truth occurs, take it for face value. When the situation shows up loud and proud, take it for face value. When you are very, very happy and you feel like you've earned this, or finally it's time that this happens, take it for face value. You have exactly earned this. This makes perfect sense. All energies in the situation are perfectly balanced and of their highest potential. So trust it, stand on it, and bet on it, because you've done the work and all obstacles have now been removed. Congratulations, you've closed out a chapter and it's time. Wow. Okay, there's one more message that wants to come out here regarding the tens. Okay, your relationship with your father can be highlighted, your public persona can be highlighted, your career can be highlighted, okay, Capricornian energy can be highlighted, crunchy foods can be highlighted, astringents can be highlighted, okay, something that is misshapen can be highlighted, Saturn or Saturday can be highlighted as well, okay. Now, they're saying that's it now, okay. Okay. Also Venus and Saturn, okay? So thank you so much for being here, group number 1. That is your channeled message from Arcturus. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Hi there, group number 2. Namaste, and welcome to your channeled message from Arcturus. So you selected the second group with Amaga City, number 16, and Buddha Guardian of the North. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. Now this is beautiful, okay? Amaga City is a psychopomp. He is an energy transmuter. He is a warrior. He finds weaknesses and sends the opposite of that weakness towards that energy. much like an energy transmuter. He's also a bridge between realms and represents the 5th day of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Bardo, the passage between life and death. Okay, day number 5, the day of change. 5, we have 1-6, which is, of course, 5 is 1 less than 6, and culminating at a number 7, indicating that this is something that you do or do not do on your day-to-day life that Arcturus wants to talk to you about. There is some sort of weakness that you have showed up. Okay. You have approached one of your weaknesses, you stared it right in the face, and you decided to grow. Now, you are feeling absolutely fearless, and your personality is very well-rounded. There are still a few aspects that you are trying to fit in well-rounded, but you are not settling for something that is less than what you desire. Okay, there's an indication here that you are ready for the change, but you need the change to be positive. You are no longer accepting challenges that are not in your best interest. When you look at a challenge, you're deciding that the challenges that you want in your life are the ones that you get to select to lead you to where you want to go, not challenges that get subjected to you by life. So there's an indication that you are becoming more well-rounded by becoming more conscious and precise about what it is that you are selecting into your life, what challenges you are choosing to accept into your life so that you can overcome. Okay? Now, we do have number 7, which indicates that this might have to do with your relationships, okay? This might also have to do with your ability to be balanced or just to experience nice things, okay? Some of you, notice the depth of your inhale and the depth of your exhale, and challenge yourself to make them equal. Amaga City is coming through, of course, with the Arcturian Collective, to say that there is something about you that is enough. You are done now. There's a situation in your life that you have been just going on and on forever trying to balance, but it was not the situation, Knight of Cups, it was not the situation that was unbalanced, and it was not you that was unbalanced. It was how long are you going to accept a challenge that is unnecessary in your life when there are so many other challenges that serve you much better. The world. Okay. The world and the sun. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to pull the 2 top cards. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. At the back of the deck, again, the world and the sun. We have the 5 of Cups, of course, the star, the moon, and the magician. And of course, you got the world and the sun coming out, as I said, for literally the 3rd time. 3rd time's a charm. There's an indication that something has come around and around and around. You're releasing it. 5 of Cups, you've cried way too many tears over a particular situation, and you just decided that you would be happier if you put this energy towards something more productive. This can be a difficult relationship in your life where you felt obligated to keep this person around, or where you just really, really wanted this to work out, okay? There's an indication here that this was so much energy, okay? This was literally, now they're showing me a bit of a pun, okay, with Amaga City, representing the 5th day of the Bardo. This is change, it's also challenge, but the Bardo, it's literally, this is a situation that, killed you, and then brought you back to life so that it could kill you again, and then brought you back to life so it could kill you again, okay, and then at what cost? We have the star. You've healed this energy, you've also balanced out this energy, but you are diving deep, and you are getting rid of those very last tiny bits of whatever woundage was left there. There's an indication here that the situation healed, and then it's scarred, and then the scar is healing, it's dispelling, and the magician, you're opening up a new cycle, you're opening up a new chapter. Now, the life that is in front of you is exactly what you decide it to be, and you know what you're capable of. So now, you're really a force to be reckoned with. Arcturus wants you to know that you may be traveling soon. You might know about this, you might not. There might be an opportunity to travel that you do not see coming, and there might be one that is right in front of your face, and you're feeling a little bit of, you're not seeing the magic in this opportunity that you have, and they would like for you to look again from a different perspective to see how hard was it to, they're saying, gather up a sum of money when it wasn't going to go to you versus how can you put that effort in order to make that go towards you? Okay, this doesn't just have to be money. This is what Arcturus was showing me. But how much energy were you able to culminate in order to make something happen when it was trying to please something that didn't care if they pleased you in return? Now, you're being guided to shoot your arrow precisely where you want it to go. Follow that rabbit down the rabbit hole. And there's also an indication here that there is another little surprise left to be uncovered here when you follow your heart and you go in this direction. Now, there's something that you've wanted to manifest for a while. Maybe it's a lifestyle or it's a particular way of being or a way that you want to feel, okay? And you've already released everything that would be in between you and this. Now you're in the chapter of your life where this is possible for you, for whatever reason, and you are now trying to find anything emotionally that would stop this from becoming the case. And Arcturus is saying that you no longer can find anything to purge. You no longer can find any weakness or any reason why this would not work out in your favor. So, as you close out this chapter, you're opening up a new one, and with a magician, this is already having enough faith because you've walked through the situation with faith to get you through this. So now you have enough faith to start something new, to use all of your tools, all of your abilities, and start something new. Now, there's an indication that even though your life has changed, even though you have changed, your desire for this still rings true. And there's a reason for this, because it's going to lead you exactly where you were meant to go. Arcturus wants you to know that there's a lot more behind the scenes than you think there is. There's a lot more underneath the surface, and there's a reason that you have yet to stumble upon. This might be an aspect of yourself, or something that you're going to stumble into or upon, or an opportunity that this chapter opens up. Now, they're showing me that this thing that you've been desiring for a very long time, this lifestyle, this way of being, whatever this is going to be a bridge into where you're meant to be. And you might have seen this as, oh, maybe someday I'll make it here. This can be the end all be all. Arcturus is saying, yes, we needed you not to make haste when approaching the situation. But now, there's nothing between you and it. You have transmuted your weaknesses into strengths. And you know, oh, the sun again, beautiful. Now it's time that you live your own life the way that you've always wanted to. And this is going to lead you towards, Nine of Pentacles with the Judgment. Self-fulfillment, exactly where you were meant to be, okay? Exactly where you were meant to be. Now, everything is precise. Don't forget how beautifully and perfectly, flawlessly coded the universe is. And with the Judgment here underneath the moon, there's an indication that 9 is moving to 10. 9 is moving to 10. You're getting cornered here. You have 1, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, okay? We have all 1s and 9s and 10s here, okay? And even a 10 is a 1, okay? There's definitely indication here that you are leveling up in life. Okay, there's something new. Back of the deck, Queen of Swords. Interesting. At the top of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. At the back, Queen of Swords. Okay. There's a truth about yourself. Okay, whether it's this new way of being or whatever this is, okay, you're opening up to this. Arcturus wants you to know that this is going to crack you open to a new level of self-expression, a new way to be after this. Again, this is only a bridge. This is a gateway to get you to where you were meant to be. Arcturus is saying that they are recognizing how well-rounded you have become, and that it will require well-rounded strength, which you are now well-practiced at, in order to assume the position, is what I'm hearing. And we do have the sun twice, which indicates this is something you have wished for. I'm literally seeing wish on a star time and time and time again. Knight of Pentacles, this is a wish that you needed to work your butt off in order to fulfill it for yourself. No help. Any help you thought was going to come ended up being a situation you would have needed to release. This would be, any help that would have come would have ended up just killing this dream in order for it to be reborn. Because this is not something that could ever be taken away from you. This is something that is encoded in your soul's blueprint, and therefore is something that must come to fruition in this lifetime. You are aware of this, and you feel a desire towards this as well. It's natural, it's healthy, it's normal for you. Not for everybody, but for you. Now, this realization of self is drawing you closer to your higher self, closer to source, and Arcturus is applauding you actually for saying that you've done a phenomenal job at connecting with source in a way that they can now take a hands-off approach. Now, they would like to work with you more, but they would like to pick your brain and you pick theirs. There's an indication of going back and forth, asking questions, okay? If you want to know more about a system, they're very happy to provide you with answers as to how a system would work, to ping ideas back and forth off of. And they're saying that they might have fascination in doing the same in return. Okay? So, with Judgment over the moon and 110, okay, coming up a lot, there's definitely an indication that you're putting yourself first and you're willing to put the work in towards yourself, towards your self-fulfillment. And this is going to be a lot better than you expect it to be. Again, this is a bridge into a new chapter of life. There is an indication of travel. I'm hearing the past repeats itself, so look out, but in a positive way, okay? Also in a negative way, okay? They want you to look out for this. I'm hearing the boy who cried wolf, okay, can be significant. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. Arcturus wants you to know, again, there is more behind the scenes than what is seen, but you shed light and then some onto this situation. Now, we have the sun twice with the moon once. This indicates that there is twice as much light than there is dark. okay? But you also are able to not only see what is beneath the surface, but shed light on that doubly so, which is, to me, energy transmutation. You have transmuted this energy, and so you're creating space between you and the things that are not justfully, rightfully, divinely yours. You are so on alignment in your path right now. And Arcturus wants you to know that they're going to be communicating with you individually very soon. Okay, they also want you to know that, there's a culmination of events that's going to happen. It will be large, change your life, and indicate another person. Okay, this is going to be something that this situation that you needed to release in the first place, the first one that came up, something that would have been directly opposed to this. Okay, so last time you had this idea, last time you had this inspiration, last time you met this person, last time this culmination of events happened, the situation that would have killed you, killed your desire, okay, to be reborn again, would have been vehemently opposed to this, okay? And this is your indication, now that this no longer has any control over your life and you are well balanced on your own accord, self-independent, self-sustaining, Nine of Pentacles. Now, it's time that you make the choice to put yourself first in order to open this new chapter, experience your full fulfillment, live in your truth, and make the decision that you didn't make last time or that you half-heartedly made last time. I saw 11:44 as I was recording this. Now, there are a lot of little choices that you could make, but with these cards coming out, there's nothing little about your desires, nothing little about the situation, okay, nothing little about anything going on here. You are well balanced, you are self-sustaining, and there's definitely an indication that there's going to be a culmination of events that asks you to make a big choice, a life-changing choice, but it's going to be in the direction that you've always wanted and hoped to make. This is going to be something that is so synchronistic that it just aligns with your dreams, and it says, maybe you've always wanted to move to Spain, okay? Maybe you've always wanted to move to Africa. And you're saying, well, how can I possibly move to Egypt, okay, if I work over here and my money is over here and my family is over here and my life is over here, okay, somebody's going to present you an opportunity. Hey, what if you keep the same job, you get to see your family as much as you'd like, and we just move you to Egypt? How about that? We take care of all the paperwork. It's going to be something that's very synchronistic for you. It's going to be something that aligns exactly with those wild-eyed, wondrous dreams that you've had your entire life. And Arcturus is saying, don't worry, we've got the details. The devil's in the details. But you've shed light twice upon the devil in the situation. So there's nothing that you haven't already walked through 3 times in the situation. So don't worry about approaching it from a new perspective, because you've already dealt with the worst of the worst, and that is not what's being served to you this time. Okay, there are a lot of little options that might come as a placeholder for this, okay? Maybe, well, do you want to move down the street instead? Do you want to move down the block? Do you want to move across the state? Do you want to move to somewhere else on the same continent as you? Okay, no, you're going to be given the opportunity to bullseye, hit the target of your wildest dreams, okay? Somebody's having a conversation about you right now. My right ear is ringing, okay, pertaining to this energy. There's an indication that your day-to-day life is going to change, and it's going to look exactly like the future that you envisioned for yourself, and it's going to be offered up to you on a silver platter. Now, you did do the work to get here. I'm clearly seeing this. You've needed to heal a lot, okay? Do not allow this dupe energy, I don't know why they wanted to say dupe, don't allow this energy to overtake your shine. Don't allow this energy to make decisions for you when you know what you're meant for, when you know what you want, because either way, this is something that's going to happen either to you or for you, but you are going to end up here, and it's what you want anyway, okay? Interesting. Arcturus is saying, make sure that you make this decision for you so that it doesn't happen to you, okay? Universe whispers before she screams. Arcturus is saying, you know this, you've experienced it, and what's at the back of the deck, you have fully integrated, okay? You are well aware, okay? You are well aware of the connection of everything, the connection of the universe, okay? You know that when it's time for something, and you're told that it's time for something, that means it's time, okay? No joke here. We have by the moon, there's your second moon card, and finder of lost things, but this is confidence. This is what? Solar plexus energy with the moon. This is balanced. This is transmuting the moon energy. This is a solar eclipse energy, okay? Coming out. We had finder of lost things as well. Okay, so there's something here that was lost within you. Something that was meant to be lost within you for a while until you healed all of the wounds, you cleaned up all of the parts of yourself, all of the mental narratives, all of the parts of your character, your persona that over-identified with different things that were holding on to different patterns, different things that you had learned throughout your life, different things you had experienced, different wounds you held on to, okay? And you did all of the work. You earned the success, you held the space, now you have a change of perspective. And what? Crystal light, beautiful. At the top of the deck, we have what? Blessing magnet. Now, you're being given an opportunity to refract into something that seems impossible, but it's not impossible. It only seemed impossible when you were allowing yourself to be looking at this from the perspective of a wound through difficulty through the past. Okay, this is my Follow Your Heart Oracle deck, if you guys are wondering. There's an indication, okay, that you are well aware that it's I'm hearing high time for your blessings, okay? I'm also hearing high tide, pun intended, with the moon, okay? So, check out the moon phases, check out the tides, maybe around eclipse season, the last eclipse, the next eclipse, okay? There's going to be a hint or an opportunity that's given to you. This is going to let you know what this is. And then Queen of Swords flopped out. We have the Seven of Cups again, okay? So let yourself speak your truth when it comes to these other lesser options, okay? Other people are not you. They're not going to be able to pinpoint exactly what's precisely meant for you, but the universe can and will present it to you. So go ahead and take that opportunity. Now, this is like the least significant combination of cards that should come out in your entire reading so far, okay? Which is letting me know that these things, you can go towards them, but you'll still end up you'll still end up where you needed to be in the first place anyway, okay? Because the divine is going to lead you to where you needed to go. But make sure that you are putting yourself first, and make sure that you are allowing yourself to stand in your own truth. This is coming up very strongly. Have enough self-love for yourself. 1-6, self-love. Allow yourself to love yourself enough to build your life the way that you wanted it to be, the way that you've always imagined it, the way that you've always dreamed. You're going to be given that opportunity. It's going to be hyper-synchronistic, seemingly almost out of nowhere, okay? When this opportunity presents itself to you, take it. Take it. Don't ask other people their opinion, okay? Don't ask other people what they think, what they would do if they were you, because they are not, okay? They are not. And everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody has a different perspective. That's why everybody's an individual. But these are your blessings. I'm hearing less is more, okay? I'm hearing loose lips sink ships. Arcturus wants you to know that you deserve these blessings. In fact, you deserved them a very long time ago. You put the work in to earn them a very long time ago. However, you still had these energies in your life that you were trying to keep around, but you released these energies, which made space for your blessing. And you were able to hold the space for such a long time, holding space. You're able to hold this space for yourself for such a long time that you were able to expand this energy field and welcome in huge energies that are huge blessings, huge freaking blessings, okay? Now, all of that is within underneath the surface, you clearly see. You've been visualizing it for months, days, months, years, lifetimes, okay? You're able to clearly see what lies beneath the surface here, and you're very well aware that this is meant for you, okay? Don't allow yourself to back out last minute. I'm not really saying that you would do that, but again, I'm hearing loose lips sink ships, okay? So know that continue to keep your heart open and balanced entirely. Tune into divine love, tune into divine source, tune into self-love, self-appreciation. And as you know what it is that you know, allow yourself to get your advice directly from the source, quite literally. Get your advice from source. Because you already know what is in this situation. You already know what's in the situation you released. You already know this is meant for you. And you've been having visions, premonitions, desires for this your entire life. So when it shows up, ask source for advice. Arcturus is saying, we dare you, we dare you. Don't ask the Pleiades, don't ask your friends, don't ask Arcturus, ask source. When you connect there, how could you possibly deny something that's meant for you? You can't. And you want it too, so you might as well go for it. Okay? We have 7 here. Every change that is uncomfortable is meant to lead you to where you want to be, where you're meant to be, in a balanced energy. There is an indication that there's somebody else involved in the situation on both ends, okay? So you're almost releasing one thing for a more evolved, better, you're releasing an almost for a perfect, okay? You're releasing a wound for like a cherry on top, okay? There's something absolutely beautiful that's coming out here. Arcturus wants you to know that they're watching you from an external perspective and that they're very proud of all the moves that you've made. They're saying that you've made a lot of, they're saying right moves while no one was watching and no one appreciating them either. And they're saying don't think that these things go unseen. Know that you'll be rewarded for these as well. And I'm hearing bundle. Okay, so a lot of these blessings will be bundled together. So they're saying this time it's safe to look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, you're going to have this little bundle of blessings that are going to lead you into the next chapter of your life, where you're able to utilize all of these things in order to build the life that you want, the life that you've always dreamt for yourself. And it's going to be very, very easy for you to accomplish this because you've already put in the work. You put in the work against the friction, and you closed out a cycle, and you made the right moves when no one was looking. Let alone, you of course did not make the wrong moves when no one was looking, let alone when people were looking. This is you knowing that it could be validated in order to make a move that could be perceived as unjust towards somebody else, but you didn't do that. You instead had faith. You instead surrendered situations. You made the right move. You made the compassionate move. You made the move putting yourself first. You made the smart move every single time, and the move out of love, out of unconditional love every single time. So you're going to be experiencing a bundle of blessings, and don't be surprised when this comes in, and it opens up a huge opportunity for you. This is something that can be showing itself as a huge amount of money. This can be an opportunity to move to that place you've always wanted to live. This can be somebody showing up at your doorstep confused, and this end up being like your best friend or the love of your life. This can end up being something that is a dream absolutely come true. This is going to be literally a dream come true type energy, okay? And there are going to be several at once. This is going to be something that changes your life as you know it, changes your day-to-day life. This is the biggest message that's coming out. Arcturus is preparing you for a shakeup, but in the best of best ways. The only things that you would, if you could do anything in the entire world, if you could flip over any coin in your life, if everything was a coin and you could flip over anything that you want, transmute it into something better, those are exactly the things that are going to get flipped over in front of your face for you with no effort by you because you already put the effort in, okay? You've held space, okay? I'm hearing No Role Models by J. Cole. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You don't need to be saved. You don't need to be saved. You need to follow your dreams. Okay, group number 2. That is all I have for you. This was a beautiful and super cool, interesting reading. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. This was your channeled message from Arcturus. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out so much, and I love what I do. So, yeah, thank you, and namaste. Hi there, group 3. Namaste, and welcome to your channeled message from Arcturus. So, today, you selected the third group with the Vajravarahi card with number 25, Enlightened Sky Dancer of the Kundalini. Now, Vajravarahi is quite literally the physical manifestation or embodiment of Kundalini, of Chi, of Prana. Okay, what ignites the fire inside you? Look within. I'm hearing immediately that you have cracked a certain code, and this might have to do with sensuality and play or fun and romance. This might have to do with abundance and your inner child or children around you. Okay, any of those topics together. We're looking at Taurus and we're looking at Leo, okay, light or shadow attributes. But you've cracked a specific code that has allowed you to find balance in your connection with the divine, with your connection with energy. Now, this can be something like you drawing your energy from the natural energy sources, such as God, the universe, source, light, or the sun, from air, from things other than food, or just food in general. You are able to find and channel unlimited energy. There's also an indication there's some sort of code, divine code that you have cracked, okay? This can be tapping into your spiritual gifts. This can be tapping into your spiritual hygiene in a way that serves you the best, such as finding a practice that suits you phenomenally. This can also be something such as, well, Enlightened Sky Dancer. This has to do with your spirituality, your spiritual wellness. And I'm certainly getting that you've cracked a code, okay? Arc just wants you to see what it is that you feel, what it is that drives your pleasure. Arcturus wants you to determine what it is that you feel specifically drawn towards and try to quantify the reason behind that, okay? Look within. There's going to be something, whatever is within, there is a direct result without. So look at the way that you are truly feeling about a particular situation. There's something that you think that you desire that you don't. And there's something that you're telling yourself you don't desire that you do. Okay, they'd like for you to look at this. You've cracked the code, okay? They're showing me two things intertwining like this. Okay, this is the thing that you think you don't desire, but you do. And this is the thing that you think you desire, but you don't. Okay? And you've cracked the code of the in-between here. So they would like for you to unfold this, almost like they're showing me Cat's Cradle, that string game, okay? They'd like for you to unfold this and see what lies within, okay? This will allow you to release certain things that you're holding on to. This can be physical tension, okay? This can also be thought processes, emotional things, or just things that have been sitting, I'm hearing, in your liver, okay, for a little bit, or your liver meridian, okay, in a Chinese medicine sense, okay? This can literally have to do with your liver as well. I won't knock it. So Arcturus wants you to know that you're doing a phenomenal job and that there are other realms that either want to connect with you or that you have connected with successfully. And Arcturus is very glad to be on this list, okay? They also want you to know that they are always here for you in a more tangible way than you're currently giving them credit for, okay? Because we do have Vajravarahi, okay? She is a Dakini, and this is a fairy-like being or elemental, okay? So this is an elemental, literally an elemental being of Kundalini, of prana, of chi, okay? So that being said, Arcturus is saying, how can you find the elemental being of yourself? What is the elemental being of Arcturus? Okay, if you were to find what elemental being would you be, what elemental being are you? Okay, allow this to crack you open to maybe the original spark of your consciousness, the very first manifestation that you've ever taken before assuming your body. I saw 333 as I was saying that. That's a breadcrumb trail or a rabbit hole for some of you, but I'm not going to dive super deeply into that. Some of you are saying why not, because I don't have time for that and I have a lot of readings on my channel, and Arcturus has a point that they want to make to today that is not that. Okay. What ignites the fire within you? Okay, look within. Maybe it was that. Maybe that is what ignites the fire within you. Maybe it's a particular art form or a particular craft. What do we have? We have the Temperance at the back of the deck. This is letting me know to stop. We have Temperance, okay? You've been patient and you've been refilling and overflowing your own cup for a while, okay? You've been following your intuition, and Arcturus is saying this does not go unnoticed, okay? Your spiritual assertiveness, okay, your spiritual grandiosity, okay, does not go unnoticed and is coming to play here. They're showing me two triangles, and I'm hearing, what is that Alt J song where it says, triangles are my favorite shape, tessellate. Listen to the song Tessellate by Alt J. Look at the lyrics. Okay, we have the Ace of Coins. Ooh, the Devil. We're going to remove that. Don't worry. We have the Four of Wands. Oh, the High Priestess. The thing that you're telling yourself that you don't want. This might have to do with physical abundance. This might have to do with a physical location, something very tangible, very physical. Maybe you're telling yourself that it's bad to interact with the physical realm, the material realm. Maybe you're telling yourself that you don't want a happy family. Maybe you're telling yourself you don't want something traditional. Maybe you are telling yourself something that you intuitively know, if you just keep going, that's not really the truth. Let me pull this last card here. Five of Wands, of course. Okay, so she's pointing to a bit of difficulty in your energy. And there's this energy that you are feeling tied to, that you've... okay. You are unfolding this energy, and you're very much aware of the right piece and the left piece, and that they're intertwined, but you're being called to unfold them and see the space in between. And you'll no longer feel like you are intertwined with something that does not serve you, okay? For some of you, this is an identification of self. For others of you, this is a maladaptive coping mechanism. For others of you, this is going to be something that you utilize as a way to replace the true fire within you, okay? I'm getting that there's something that you've learned recently or experienced recently about yourself that allowed you to dive more deeply into this, okay? Okay. There is a connection here between the Devil and the Five of Wands energy. You are feeling overburdened by your intuitive knowledge, by your wants, your wishes, your desires in the physical manifestation of this realm. But just as chi, prana, everything is represented by a physical elemental being in a realm beyond the veil, so are you, okay? There is a part of you that you are letting be unseen, even though it's really not invisible, okay? There's a part of you that you feel tied to this association of self. There's a part of you that you've cracked this code. You're very much aware of this, and you're tiptoeing around this truth. But there's an indication. We have the Four of Wands, but look that they're holding this flower that almost looks like the fifth wand. And here we have the Five of Wands. There's something that looks one way, but really it's another, and you are telling yourself that it's something that you know is not true. Okay, now, there is reason for you to argue this. There is reason, but you're allowed to change day to day. And when you look back at the grand scheme of things, you'll recognize that this is coming from pain, wound, overburdening, or trying to remove yourself from assuming responsibility for other people's lack thereof. And this allowed you to chain yourself to something that did not serve you. This is somebody who is attached to something or someone that once hurt them, saying that, well, if they hurt me, okay, they are going to always hurt me, but I need to show them that I'm not going to hurt them like they hurt me. So then you continue to allow yourself to continue to be hurt, okay? This can also be an identification of self, okay? We have connection to the material world coming out. This is very spiritual energy as well. So I'm getting that you're very intuitive. Let me pull that fourth card. There we go. The Eight of Coins, abundance. This has to do with what abundance means to you. Some of you, maybe you really wanted to have a family. When you were really young, maybe that's something you really wanted, and then you had that one relationship that broke your heart. Okay, now you're like, no, that's not for me, I tried that, but you're like 20, or you're like 30. Okay, there's this indication. This can be something where you're like, I tried to start a business and it didn't work. You know, this is my fifth one, man. There's an indication. No, it takes a lot of work. It's really hard. I know, it's hard. It is a struggle. But there's an indication here, okay? there is a manifestation of your true self that is waiting to breach, okay? And it's time now. You've closed out this chapter, you've opened up a new one. What does Arcturus want you to know? It's time to take the road less traveled for you, your road less traveled. It's time for you to take that physical, tangible step towards that fairy tale thing that you are telling yourself is in the realm of the fairies, in the realm of in the fantasy, in the realm of the fairy tale, and let yourself look at it rationally. Quantify it. It is there, it is true, it is rational. You would not be so burdened by this energy, you would not be so tied to something that doesn't serve you if there wasn't something there to look at. But you've already cracked this code. So now all that's left to do is let yourself experience the trueness, the truth behind your experience. There's something, again, that you like that you're telling yourself that you don't. And there's something that you don't like that you're telling yourself that you are. And you're very much aware that this is the case as well. It is not in your best interest. It is dizzying you and it is causing you pain, mental, physical, and emotional strife. Your intuition is leading you towards abundance. It's leading you towards the right decision. It's also leading you towards working smarter, not harder. And there's something here where you might need to tell yourself you need to work harder all the time. But that's not necessarily the case. Okay? Allow yourself to release what you know doesn't serve you. Allow yourself to follow that guidance. You've been doing a phenomenal job. And you are allowing yourself to find comfort in your root chakra and your heart chakra. This is something that's coming up here. This may have to do with your creative energy. This might have to do with your sexual energy. This might have to do with your home, where you live, who you designate with as family, who you say is your family, your blood family or your friend's family. Also your heart chakra, the way that you feel about yourself, the way that the people around you make you feel about yourself or try to. What's underneath? King of Wands. Yes, let yourself go for it. Here's a 10 here. I'm willing to bet it's a positive one. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Beyond this truth, beyond you allowing yourself to go for it and speaking this truth unabashedly, I'm hearing unabashedly, be unafraid, is the luckiest and happiest chapter of your life you have yet to ascertain. But you've allowed yourself to tie yourself to a particular burden and allow it to become a warped identification of self. Now, you already see this truth. You already are back to the foundation. You're back to the source. You're back to the light. Allow this to refract outward and dissolve everything non-judgmentally. That is the key here, non-judgmentally. Okay. Channeled messages from Arcturus to group number 3, please. Okay. There are some people around you that don't have your best interest at heart, and you're aware of who they are, but you keep them around anyway. They want to know why, and they know that you are telling yourself why, but you also know that whatever you're telling yourself isn't true, and that it's harmful for you and for the other person because they will never grow and learn the lesson that there's somebody else that's happy to be used and abused. Somebody else out there is happy to be used and abused. That is not you. Okay. What ignites the fire within you? Now, this is interesting. I heard something the other day, where Mars. Okay, Mars is passion, it's also anger, it can be sexuality, it can be creativity in a very intense sense. Okay, it's ruled by Aries, the ram, okay? But this is that line. It is that line between anger and passion. It's that line between anger and passion. What ignites that fire within you? When you look at that line between anger and passion and you separate, you create space, you put space in there. What is it that you feel? What is your truth then? Nine of Swords in the Tower. Justice, Nine of Swords, Tower. Because you've been telling yourself something that's not true. And you know this too. You know exactly what it is. And because of this, you're afraid of releasing this Seven of Wands, even though you know it's going to lead you to victory and success. And you're trying to find a way to find this victory and success without releasing this from your life. Arcturus wants you to know that it's time now. You know this as well. Five of Swords coming out. Now, okay. You are allowing yourself to experience pain that is entirely unnecessary. You no longer even feel the pain from the situation of the past, but your determination to keep it in the present in order to prove a point is neither proving a point nor helping anybody. It is only hurting you, and it's not even hurting the energy that you are hoping that it does, okay? There's an indication here that somebody else's perspective of what you should be or what you can't be because you couldn't have it with them or alongside this particular way that they told you needed to have it or whatever. This is being cracked open. Okay, we have Mars and Gemini. We have hot and cold energy with this the line between anger and passion. Look at that. This is fire. This is a comet. This is cosmos, okay? Now, we have huge Mars, again, blasted tower, literally blasting, a blast of tower energy. There's a foundation that your intuition is telling you this needs to crack, okay? But this is something that is solidified over time. This is something you've been identifying with or as for a very long time, and it's no longer serving you. Now, it may have served you once in the past, but you know that it doesn't any longer. So, as you start to deal with this energy, okay, you let yourself feel like it's okay to surrender this energy. It's okay to re-identify yourself with something that is more authentic to you, because why would you identify as something that's not authentic to you? Okay? Why would you over-identify with something that is harmful to you? Okay? This has been closing off your heart space and allowing you to not feel confident in who and what you are or the way that you present yourself. And the reason for this is because there's so much abundance that is right on top of you, and you're going to be given a huge opportunity to assume the biggest amount of abundance and happiness that you've ever experienced in your life. And it's going to be a healed, healthy replacement version of whatever this placeholder version that hurt you in the past was the lesson for this blessing coming in. So don't allow this to remain solidified. Allow this to ease, allow this to flow, allow this to soften up until it just boils over, okay? When something gets heated too much, even metal, it'll melt, okay? Now, Five of Swords, this can indicate a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of people-pleasing energy, but out of like anger, okay? Not out of, either way, you need to put yourself first, okay? There's this indication that you're like, how can I change the way that I present myself in order to fit the mold that everybody that I'm surrounding myself with can bear me being in? How can I give myself in a way that fits everybody else's mold? How can I make my puzzle piece fit the shape of those that are currently around me? No. What is your puzzle piece? Genuinely, what is your puzzle piece? What are the pieces that go next to that? Not what is currently there. Not if something wants to be there, you let it. No. If you want something there, it's there. Screw everything else. That's what you're learning. Now, you are aware of this. I'm going to remove these cards because this is what I'm doing, what Arcturus wants me to do in this reading, showing you these energies that you've transmuted and walking past, showing you how you've closed out this chapter, and showing you what the real energy is here. 7 of Wands and 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands twice. They're telling me not to pull it, but I can leave it out, okay? 7 of Wands. You are looking at a decision to go towards what it is that you really want. And this is success, it's victory, it's abundance, it's happiness. And it's something that is far away from home, okay? It's something that you've been keeping close to your chest, keeping it a secret that you want this, 444, but it's spilling out. It's overflowing out of your heart chakra, and it's lighting up and activating spiritually other parts of you that you have yet to acknowledge verbally. But you are well aware of the fact that you want this. In fact, you always have, okay? There's one wound where you said, okay, well, I experienced that hurt, I'm going to shut off now, okay? And that was valid. Whatever you used as a coping mechanism, that got you to where you are today, to not need it anymore. So now you have the luxury of releasing it and experiencing something that you want, that you've always wanted. And there's an indication that your intuition is going to grow twice as much and your abundance is going to grow at least twice as much. You're going to feel extraordinarily supported. You're going to be very supported. You're going to find out that whenever you release this, I'm getting this as a person, okay, or a worldview, whenever you release whatever this is, the people around you, you're going to find out they all go, oh, thank God. Thank God. We knew that was toxic. We knew that was bad for you. We knew you were digging yourself in a hole there. But they wouldn't dare speak it up because you were doing such a great job at fitting the mold of what other people around you wanted to see from you that you weren't honoring yourself. But it turns out all of these energies were able to see the truth behind you. All of these energies around you, maybe you supported yourself with psychics. You surrounded yourself with people who could identify your energy, people who have known you your entire life, and they know that that was something that was just a little bit off, okay? You have been able to surround yourself with people that were able to see your energy when you weren't. And this has been able to let you have a backbone that was fit with other molds, so that you were able to identify through the mirror reflection of yourself through others and the connectivity of everything. What was yours that you were not, what was yours that you were pretending was not yours, and what was not yours that you were pretending still was. Okay? And I'm really hearing, I don't know what this is, but they have somebody else to go mess around with, okay? That's not you. Not you. Now, we have 49 here. That can be significant, a significant age. This is also bringing up, of course, 7 squared, okay, 77. And of course, you pulled the 7 card, okay? So there's an indication that everything is culminating exactly when it was supposed to, how it was supposed to. And there's a reason that you were keeping a blindfold on while walking on the same path for a while. Now, this is because there's something that you feel like you've reached the end of the road in success in a particular area of life. So you feel like you need to settle for something because it's going to be your best chance at sustaining this level of victory. But this is not even the beginning. Your intuition is telling you this, but you don't see the path. It's because as soon as you break away from this narrative, as soon as you allow yourself to leave your home, I'm hearing Who Says You Can't Go Home, that song by Bon Jovi. Okay, Arcturus wants you to know that when you see this from an external perspective, you're going to see the beauty that was in front of your face the entire time that was there supporting you and loving you, and this was the step that you were meant to take, and it wasn't going anywhere. But neither was the thing that was keeping you from it. Therefore, it kind of shifted its attention onto something else, okay? Whatever this is real, this is true. You can honor and trust this energy, whatever this relates to for you, okay? And again, we have 444, indicating that your angels, and we had Temperance coming out as your first card. 14, 444, okay? This is something that is helping you create a new, better life. This is something that your angels, spirits, guides, ancestors have all culminated together in order to help you create the happiest version of your life and the biggest amount of abundance you've experienced in your life. You're going to feel more energized, you're going to feel more charged, you're going to feel more authentic, and you're going to get to honor that fire within in a way that you haven't before. And you might feel like you have settled into something where you get to experience that and you get to express that in just a good enough way. And by good enough, I mean pretty dang close. Look at this, forged in fire. But you're going to be surprised to find out that something a lot softer resonates with you a lot better, okay? Arcturus wants you to know that it's time to let this go. It's time to make the decision to let this go. We had 444, we also have 242, okay? Either way you look at it, there's 22 activation of whatever you've already learned, okay? So whether you allow yourself to make this choice or you allow this choice to be made for you, that is the decision you're now facing because it is now inevitable, okay? Do not allow yourself to get hurt when it's unnecessary, please. Your happiness awaits you, and it's a lot bigger than you think it is. You are protected, okay? You are very protected. And you're a lot more intuitive than you're giving yourself credit for. We have intuitive coming out twice. Look at this. Intuitive water. Calling in your manifestations, as long as you admit to yourself what they truly are, this is going to be a manifestation that you never told anybody about, okay? This is going to be something that you downplayed. This is going to be something where, oh, I'm seeing 3 of Cups. There was always something more important, or, oh, you could never go towards this because this person was in your life, or you could never go towards this because of work. You could never blank because blank, or they could never blank because blank, okay? Intuitive water. But you knew that wasn't true. You knew that wasn't true. Forged in fire. There it is. It's popping out with the King of Wands. See this? It's right here. Arcturus wants you to know that it's important that you go all in on this. It's time, okay? You're going to be given an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make this right, okay? Do not mess it up. Arcturus is saying that they have very precisely planned a moment in your life so that you are able to approach this energy honestly. Everything is going to be in the right energy at the right time, and it's up to you to set the domino effect into motion. Once you do, you're going to feel like the past, present, future versions of yourself, your higher self, your inner child are all intertwined and collided. This is going to be something where you may have approached it before, and when you do, you're able to see past life, current life, future life versions of yourself all encoded over one another. This can be someone that you've known in a past life. This can be something that you've done in a past life. Either way, there's something very, some sort of narrative, something that has to do with your speech or the way that you are identifying, telling other people something about you, or the way that you are presenting. There's something here that is, you know, it's dishonest to you, but it fits the bill to make everybody else around you feel the happiest and the most equal, but it's not equal. It's not equal if they're taking from you and draining you, and it's not equal if you're not able to be yourself. And there's a situation directly in front of your face that is begging for you just the way that you are, authentically, non-judgmentally, honestly. So be yourself, authentically, non-judgmentally, genuinely. You're going to have an opportunity to work from your heart space, not from survivalism, not from fire, but from love, from pure prana, pure chi, pure unconditional love, pure unconditional gratitude, divine energy. And you're being asked to go all in. They're literally showing me chips on a poker table. All in, okay? Go all in, because this is going to be worth it. This is going to be the investment that you make in your life that is going to make the huge difference. It's going to change your life. It's going to be the thing where you look back and you say, my life would be entirely different if I didn't do that, and I would be afraid to see what it would look like without this. I can't imagine a day in my life without this job, without this person, without this energy, without expressing this, without doing this, without trying this, whatever this is for you. This 4 of Wands energy that came out twice in your reading, that's a little bit disconcerting because you're aware that you've wanted it the entire time, but you needed to tell yourself for some reason because of somebody else's crap that it wasn't for you, or that you couldn't want this, or that it wasn't real, or something like this. This 4 of Wands energy. You get this 4 of Wands energy, and that's exactly why forces were trying so hard to keep it away from you. But that's also why you sublimated all of the energy. You showed up. You worked through your fire. You found that line between passion and anger, and you said, wait, that doesn't suit me, but this does. Yes, there's a fine line there, but what if we create space? You created space, and you found what was in between. And now you have the opportunity to honor it, and you get to live from an authentic, beautiful place of yours, your own, that is entirely devoid of this energy of stress, this energy of things breaking down, this energy of being tied to burdens that don't even belong to you in the first place, ancestral karma, the burdens of other people, misery loves company, stress, anxiety, that kind of crap, okay? I lovingly, that kind of vibe, okay? That doesn't even belong to you. And you know that. It never did. So give it back to where it belongs. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. Give it back to where it goes. Call all of your energy back cleansed, detached, enlightened, leveled up, blessed. Call yourself in. Draw your energy to the source. Imagine a golden light. Visualize the source. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Know that you know what you know. Take that step. Go all in. Group number 3, this was your channeled message from Arcturus. I really hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Thank you so much again for being here, and I love you with my entire heart. Namaste.